Well, I seem to have arrived back at my old stomping grounds, Universe Sector 0057 Lambda, a multidimensional university where I got my degree in anthropology, in addition to physics, after my timeline rewrote itself some time ago, which I won't get into the details of. Anyway, since my anthropology was on magic cross species, I'm going to try to get a memory report, courtesy of the observer Magi, who is recording eyes and ears with me, and we shall see how people react to magic tricks and see if they can tell the difference between magic and a genuine miracle. Let's see how the critical thinking exercise goes. If whether or not you think what I did was just a standard card trick or whether it was true magic, so you know, take your own perspective on this. So what I'm going to have you do is I'm going to have you freely select any card you like.
I can pick one too?
Yeah, go ahead and pick one too.
I'm saying don't show you?
Yeah, don't show me. Okay. I want you to both show your cards to the camera. Done? Yeah. Okay. And I just want to verify that this is, in fact, an ordinary deck of cards. So now what I'm going to have you do is I'm going to have you put your card on top. You put your card on top. And we're going to pull off a random pile somewhere to cut it into the deck.
Nice.
Okay, right about there. Okay, so that's your card lost in the deck, and I'll give it one more cut just to be safe, okay? Now for your card, I want you to tell me where to stop anywhere you like. Okay, put it back where you said stop.
Yeah, I feel like we did.
It should be fine, it should be fine. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give these guys one more quick cut just to see if I can... Now I'm going to try to be able to read your mind for both your cards, okay? Now, the easy one, I'm going to put to the bottom of the deck, and now I'm going to try to snap your card up to the top, okay? That'll be your card, actually. No, your card first. Your card first. 1, 2, 3. And with any luck, I believe I pulled it off. No, not the 7 of diamonds?
No, that's it.
No, it is it?
Yep.
Oh, perfect. Well, then that solves that problem. And now for the next one, I'm going to try one more time to read you by looking through the deck while reading your body language. Hang on. So just to clarify, it was 7 of diamonds, right?
That was mine, yeah.
Okay, 7 of diamonds was yours. And now, I'm just looking for one other thing. Oh, that shouldn't have been flipped upside down. Good to know. But hang on, just let me try to read you one more time. Okay. So I'm going to put that there. And now I'm going to snap and top your card to the top. Okay, 1, 2, 3 here. And with any luck, not the Queen of Spades, right? Okay, backup plan. I've got the Queen of Spades here. Would you be so kind as to put your hands like this for me? I'm going to put the Queen of Hearts right there, or Spades, or whatever it was that time, right there. And I'm going to have you just hold on to that like a sandwich. And I'm going to flip back and try to locate your card again. Now here's the weird part. I do one quick wave, and I wind up with the Queen of Spades. Take a look at what's in your hand. 3 of clubs, your card.
It's my card.
Now question, now that you have seen that, I would like your perspective on what would be required to verify that that was a genuine miracle and not just some sort of trickery. What would be your threshold for verifying that that was a genuine miracle? Your thoughts?
Yeah, I don't know fully, to be honest. I feel like there'd have to be a lot of transparency, but I don't know how we can do that.
Okay, so there'd have to be a lot more transparency for that.
Yeah.
All right, well, thanks for letting us know, and thanks for giving a threshold as to what we consider a miracle for you guys.
Thank you.
Hope you enjoyed. For this little effect, I want you to think of a word for me, okay? Now, what I'm going to do, I can only do this with one at a time, so which one do you want to volunteer?
I can go.
Okay, good. So what I'd like you to do for me is I'm just going to get a free piece of paper open on my notepad here, and I would like you to, once I've got this properly open, I would like you to write the word that you have thought of inside this large circle right here. And so this circle right here, you'll write inside this circle, and I want you to show the word to the camera, and then I will tell you the next instructions, okay? Don't worry, I'm not using the camera as a confetti.
Okay. There's the word.
Okay, good.
Okay.
So now, I would like you to hand me the pen back so I can put it away. Thank you. Now I would like you to take the piece of paper off the pad, fold it into quarters, and then let me know when you've done so.
Okay. Okay, I'm done.
Okay, good. So it's into quarters, so I'll take that and put that away. Just give me a sec here. And now the reason we're going to take this is because of the fact that we're actually going to tear it into pieces to get rid of the evidence. There's no possible way that I can read this whatsoever, right? Theoretically speaking, this should be able to take care of things appropriately. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to have you hang on to these and stick them in your pocket, okay? Completely secure. Stick them in your pocket. And now I'm going to try to read your mind. I want you to look into my eyes, and I'm going to try to read your mind. Just give me a sec. This is going to take a little longer than I had planned. Sorry, I'm a little slow today. Bear with me.
It's okay.
Okay, just... Okay. I think I'm getting an A in there somewhere, but it's going to take a little while before it fully does. Just give me a sec. Let me turn around to focus, okay? Sorry, just give me a sec here. I'm just taking a moment to meditate. Okay, so I should not have any idea what your word is, okay? Just give me a sec. Sorry, a little bit of a cough there. I'm going to try to read your mind for the word. Firstly, I think that this word was spelled wrong. It may have been spelled wrong because I'm sensing, I remember when I said I was sensing an A, I was off. I'm sensing two A's. The first letter is an S. I keep wanting to say you were trying to think of the word savory, but you spelled it with two A's rather than an A and an O.
It's an island. It's the name of an island.
Oh,
So
Savory.
I spelled it right.
Okay, Savory.
But you're right.
Okay,
That was
so now,
incredible.
here's my question. Now that I've been able to successfully do a read your mind instruction for this, do you believe that this was genuine telepathy? And if not, what would you require to verify that it was such a thing as opposed to just an illusion?
I don't think it was because that's a pretty crazy thing to guess. Or I guess telepathy is a guessing, but I don't know. What would I require? Maybe like not on a piece of paper.
Oh, so just reading it directly.
Yeah.
Okay, now we have a distinction. Now we can set critical thinking bars for other people. Thanks again. Okay, so for our effect today, I want you to think of a number. Do you want to prefer to do a 2-digit or a 3-digit?
We'll do three digits.
Okay, 3 digits you said. Okay. I'm just going to make use of the first piece of paper I have on the back of my notepad here. So I want you to think of a number for me, okay? Think of it. Now I'm going to write a prediction down here. And I want you to take the pencil from me, okay? Now, would you be so kind as to say out loud for the camera what number you wrote down?
371.
That would be interesting if I had written that down, right?
Pretty interesting.
Okay. Here's what I wrote down. Would you be so kind as to take it and show it to the camera?
That's 371.
A little lower just to be.
Sorry.
371, I got the prediction. Now, question, you saw me, you literally saw me write out the prediction, you saw me hand you the pencil so I couldn't have written the prediction. Did that look like a genuine miracle to you? And if not, what threshold would you require to believe that was genuine precognition or prophecy or whatever?
I mean, I feel like with anything like that, personally, it has to be revealing it before the other person says it, but that's also, like, not physically possible.
Like I said, with some of the studies they do with computerized random trials, that's more possible. So,
Yeah.
but you still have to reveal whether the hits or whether the guesses were hits or misses at the end of it. So it is still after the fact, regardless, even in research in that area. But at least it's some food for thought either way. So thanks for letting me know what threshold you would have to be. It would have to be before, not after.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, now we know in your case what the difference is between a genuine magic trick and a miracle. Thanks again. Okay. So I am here with.
Hi.
Hey, Kate. I'm Pseudonymus, and so this is where I'm going to be trying the effect today. I have with me a coin sealed up in a container, and I also have another quarter that may come up in a minute, and you'll see why in a second. So first I'm going to take this pocket hug out of my compartment, and I will leave this over here, I think, just to keep the things of access. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the pocket hug here, and I'm going to put it in this hand right here, and I want you to hold on to this one, hold on to my wrist really tight, just to make sure that's not going away, right? Okay, now, I have the quarter here, and I would like to put that in one of your pockets. Do you mind which one I put it in? Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put that over here somewhere if you've got a pocket I can use. Right there. Okay, so I'll put the quarter in your pocket. Now hang on to my wrist again, because this is going to take a minute. I'm trying to focus in order to be able to make a switcheroo happen. It should be a little unusual. Now, at the count of 3, I want you to blow on my hand, okay? Yes, this hand, this hand. 1, 2, 3. Now take a look. As I twist it, you've seen that there is no way I could possibly make it disappear. Now, would you be so kind as to look in your pocket for me and see if the quarter is still there?
Oh, that's clever. Yeah,
Hold it, show it to the camera. What did you get? The pocket hug.
Yeah.
Not only that, but look inside the sealed compartment. The quarter from earlier. Now, question is, what would you need in order to believe, because they have developed a technique called quantum teleportation in the laboratory, where they are able to transfer the properties of one particle to another by taking an entangled particle set, so you know, ones that are constantly flipping their states. They take the particle they want to teleport and entangle it with particle A. Then when they measure the properties of the particle, their properties transfer straight to particle B through the entanglement link. So, now that we know that real teleportation is a thing, and I've just performed for you what seems like real teleportation, how would you spot the difference between the two? What would you require in order to be able to tell that the teleportation I did was a genuine teleportation effect and not just some very complicated sleight of hand, even though you were gripping my wrist to make sure that the coin was still there? What would be required for you to tell the difference?
That's a good question. I guess I want to go, humans are really cool. I want to believe that, yours is something that you're legitimately doing, and so, I don't know. I'm not sure what happens I would need to believe that's
Or even to believe that it was a genuine miracle of teleportation. Like assuming I claimed magical powers for that effect, not even just quantum teleportation, what would you require in order to be able to tell that it was a genuine miraculous effect? What would be your threshold for skeptics? Or to turn skeptics into belief?
I suppose I want to say I do have a list on how this teleportation works, how you manage to deliver it, like where you learn how to teleport.
Oh, okay, so you would want to see not only want to see my inner workings, but you would want a list of where I learned it and how the inner mechanism works. So a physical mechanism would be required for you to believe. Okay, that's interesting. Side note, a study was done on telepathy, clairvoyance, and precognition in 2013 by a couple of skeptics. They did find evidence in favor of all 3 of those capabilities using Bayesian analysis, but they rejected it due to lack of a physical mechanism. So you're not alone in thinking this way, which is good to know. Either way, sorry for taking up so much of your time, Kate, but thanks again. Yeah, cheers. What I'm going to do is I'm going to attempt to show you a trick, assuming I can find the prop that I need for this. Hang on, maybe it's on the other side. There it is. I always get these things backwards in the pouch. But anyway, so what I'm going to do is I am going to take a single ball here. This is relatively simple. And it's back. But that's relatively simple. What's weird about it, though, is the fact that if I focus really, really hard, I can make 2 balls appear out of thin air. Now, I'm going to take one over here again, and I'd like you to take the second one. Put your hand out for me, please. Now I'm going to put the second one in there. Go ahead and close it really tight. 1, 2. Take a look at what's in your hand. Both balls. Now here's the weird bit. I'm going to take both balls and I'm going to stick them in your hand here. Just go ahead and close them again. Now, have you ever heard of something called squaring the circle? This was an old attempt by some politician to try to make the circle and the square have the same area. It failed, but 2 circles under certain circumstances might transform into another 3-dimensional object. Take a look at what's in your hand. Oh, cube! And now I'm just going to focus a little bit more. And it turns back into the ball again. Now, my question for you. You were shocked by what just happened there. If I claimed that I had genuinely merged those two shapes together to turn into the cube on you while it was in your hand, what would you require to as proof that that was a genuine miracle and not just a trick that I had figured out?
What proof did I?
Yeah, like what would your threshold of evidence be of, like, you know, how would you tell the difference between a genuine miracle and a magic trick? What would you require as your personal threshold?
I guess that would be very clear that some visible, like, physical property was broken. Because let's say if that ball was like made out of glass or metal, something that you know seems like 100% impossible for you to like change into that shape. 'Cause this was like it was a foam ball and like.
Yeah, but I gave you two foam balls, and then it promptly turned into the square. The question is, because of the fact that those are solid objects don't change their shape that regularly. That's why I'm asking, in that case of that particular ball changed shape into the cube right there, if I claimed that I had used a magical shape-shifting power, what would you require to demonstrate that that was not shape-shifting, but actually a trick that I had pulled off? Like, to be more specific.
Yeah, I mean, at least with this trick, it seemed as though there was a way of manipulating the foam balls in order to take that shape. Like if you stuff the corners of the square inside of itself to be the ball.
Yeah, but
I could.
Yeah, but that doesn't exchange the two. That still doesn't explain the two balls transforming into the square with the corners.
Yeah, I mean, I don't.
Yeah. But I understand what you mean. Like there needs to be more of a harder object that would be difficult to transform or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, thanks again.
Yeah. No problem. Thank you.
Thanks.
Enjoy your day.
So, from returning to my old university stomping grounds across the multiverse, I have learned two things. One, the students at this multiversal university are highly critically thinking and have given us a wide set of reasons to not believe in miracles or what would be required to verify that a miracle is real. So now, both the central database and observers in 57 Alpha have something to think about when they see something that's too good to be true. In the meantime, I'm returning to Safe Haven for another research project, but I hope you guys enjoyed watching with Maggie recording their eyes and ears on this, and I'll keep you posted.